today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
It's a gain of 8.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 13 carries, 58 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down. Hey, Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
The pass, complete to Terry McLaurin.
They'll look to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there.
The pass.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out of the gun now on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 14.
Terry McLaurin.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And the Washington.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tougher roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On play action, now Brady. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Washington.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Mike Daniels on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Washington.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's McKissick. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
J.D. McKissick.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And he finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. On 1st down, Brady. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally. And you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball carrier.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short.
The ball carrier.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
1st and 10 at their own 29.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They run it again with Kamara.
2nd and 1 and people wanting to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
12. At the 39-yard line.
And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's the end.
Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Here's Brady to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the 44.
On the counter, here's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 4. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And some room to maneuver. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 21-10, just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. That throw by Brady incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, it's Brady. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one is slant to McLaurin. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he's brought down.
The pass.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Try to pound it in, Kamara into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Kamara trying again, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
The 25-yard line.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon.
With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.